Jack.
I will touch your hand as much as I want.
I
Trust
put
me,
my finger
delete
in
my ass such a kiss.
Oh,
my thumb going
Okay.
up your ass. Let's record a fucking podcast.
yes.
We do that. That's what we do. Did you know that? I didn't.
And if I hit myself hard enough, I'll develop breasts.
That's yes.
That's not how any of this
Yeah,
works.
no, it is.
So it does.
Yeah, it is. Though. Keep doing it. Alright, let's fucking do this shit.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the Intercontinental Ballistic Nerds podcast. I'm the host Christopher Barwise, accompanied with the other hosts Brayden and Max. This is episode...
Something.
11?
Yeah, this is episode 11, and how are you guys doing today? Both to the viewers and to Max and Brayden.
They can't respond though, so we don't really care how you're doing.
Yes, that's true, but shush.
Wow, well that was an eventful thing that just happened. Right, Chris, album, how did that one go?
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, everyone's doing great. He's doing great, I'm doing great, Chris is probably doing great. And Chris, album, talk now.
Yeah, so my album came out on Friday,
Have you
and
listened to it yet?
No, actually I haven't.
I have.
thank you.
I have
appreciate
not.
I didn't
It's
look.
been like on my radar, but I've just been like really busy over the past couple of days.
No,
I didn't take a shine to it.
But fair enough. You don't have to. But yeah, for those who enjoyed my album,
I did, I'm joking.
thank you. For those who enjoyed the album, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you listening to it as well. Yeah, if you want to order CDs, just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook at Barwick's Music. We might do a giveaway of a CD on the ICBN Instagram to gain.
Did
more
anyone?
followers.
Oh, yeah. Motivation Time was the first to comment on that thing.
I mean,
So,
they've got to reveal their identity to
it's
get.
Caleb, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. I think we found out.
Pretty
it
sure.
was.
I'm pretty sure it's Caleb, because he commented ending on the post, so he wins. So Motivation Time wins, which I believe is Caleb.
Maybe, we're not too sure. We'll have to
Who the fuck
find
else
that
is
one
that
out.
going to be?
I don't know.
Who cares? But
We'll
yes.
figure out who it is.
Yeah.
Didn't you get something like? Didn't you get like a really good amount of streams on it within the?
Yeah,
first couple of days?
on like the first day by itself, I got like 600.
I was going to say like 600.
Which
Yeah,
was
that's really
fucking
good.
hell.
That's
Wait,
really cool.
Is that like? Oh no, just be like the album.
That's like just all of the album streams on like one day, and like to put it into context, when like my first Hide Dreaming EP came out like ages ago, I think that got like just about 200 streams in one day. It's not on Spotify at the moment because I've had to do a few changes to it, but it does exist and it is cool.
I don't know why the whole album isn't downloaded for some bizarre reason.
Yeah, no, there's
one more shot. I like that one.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
That was the good one.
Yeah, no, there is an issue on Spotify with the album at the moment due to a couple of like track issues.
By any chance, yesterday morning was there an issue?
Perhaps so.
Did it
maybe.
just-
Because I was going to listen to it yesterday morning while I was
Did
out.
it just delete a bunch
It
of?
wasn't-
Because
No,
can't.
I went onto the Spotify's to delete the songs because there was an issue with one or two of the tracks that I hadn't noticed until quite recently. So I've had to re-upload those. So they should
we
be.
can only listen to 3 of them at the moment.
So you can only listen to the 3 which are already out as singles, or you can go on YouTube and listen to them, or if you buy a CD off me, you can listen to all of them and a bonus track,
I don't have a CD player.
which is a strict.
Nor do I have a CD drive in my PC.
I do.
I mean, yeah, if you buy the CD, you can listen to a stripped back jazz sort of lounge version of the beginning. It's beautiful, and yeah, there's lots of jazzy chords and jazzy jazz.
Great. Well,
Jazz.
people, go message
listen.
Chris right now. Right now. If
Do
you
it
don't,
now.
if you don't, I'll kill you.
Everyone,
Everyone
if
you've
you
ever
don't,
loved,
calm down.
everyone you've ever
Brayden,
known.
Brayden.
No.
Brayden.
You need to buy his album.
Brayden, calm the
alright?
fuck down.
Buy the album.
Brayden,
No,
Brayden, you need to
fine.
calm down.
Shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You okay, buddy?
No, like people need
What's
to
the
buy his
matter?
album.
Yeah, but you can't shout at them like that.
Yeah, but like fucking buy his album.
Yeah,
What's
but
wrong
but
with you?
listen.
I don't
Brayden,
care.
Brayden,
Shut the fuck up.
Brayden, listen to me.
Your opinion is meaningless.
Brayden.
You bought the album.
Shut the fuck up,
Ow.
Brayden.
What about your opinion? Have you bought a fucking album?
Okay, next topic.
We aren't friends anymore, aren't we?
Next topic. It's coming up to Christmas. Are we feeling the Christmas spirit? Are we excited?
I watched Muppets Christmas Carol the other day, so
That's pretty cool. So
I'm
you
kind of
definitely
a little
are,
bit
yeah.
Christmassy. That's my favourite Christmas movie.
I'm finding a day where I can watch all of the Die Hards, and then
Die Hard.
I haven't seen
that's
any.
Christmas Eve.
I haven't seen any of them.
I've not seen them in full. I've only ever watched like parts with my parents. I do want to.
I have not seen any of them.
It's Die Hard 1 for me. It's always.
Have you got them on DVD?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah. I need to watch them, but I just can't get around to it. I keep forgetting.
Die Hard 1 and Polar Express are like my 2 Christmas Eves, but like both are. I mean, Die Hard 1 is really good, and then Polar Express is just really fucking weird, and I like weird animation.
I've always been a fan of whatever Doctor Who brings out because they're
not doing one.
Oh,
yeah, no, they're doing it for New Year's.
but they
doing
do
it?
New Year's ones.
Are they
now.
doing a New Year's one?
Yeah, I think that's what they typically do.
Yeah, they have done like Christmas ones before.
Because there's a there's a trailer for the new season, but there isn't for a new. They haven't said anything about New Year's that I've seen.
Yeah.
So they're probably just not even doing one.
I think it is
fuck us,
scheduled. I think it is scheduled for New Year's. I think there is one scheduled.
Well, that's stupid, and I hate it.
Oh, fair
And
enough.
Christmas Day is always. I always watch my favourite Doctor Who one, which is the season 5 Christmas special, A Christmas Carol.
Oh, that's a good one.
And they retell.
Christmas Carol.
The Christmas Carol, and like terms of, in terms of like they implement time travel into it, and how they do the Ghost of Christmas Future is really good. Spoiler, by the way, they get the child version of the.
Daddy
what his name
Longlegs
is.
over there.
Nice, that is indeed.
They
a spoiler.
can't see that. Okay, for the people listening to the podcast, there's a Daddy Longlegs by
Gone
the door.
behind the piano.
I think that is 100% the most annoying, like, random thing ever said in between someone talking. It's just describing something. Daddy Longlegs over there. Well, fuck me. I don't even know where to go from there. But yeah, they do basically child version of like the Scrooge character meets the future version via like time travel, and it's really
See how much of an
Nearly
arsehole
smacks
becomes.
a kid in that episode.
He does. He
gets to beat a kid.
Wait, don't people normally smack kids?
Maybe you do, but you know
And your
what?
wife.
Oh well, you know what? Fuck it. I guess we're just all telling.
Listen,
that
I
people
don't
do it.
have a wife to beat.
No, we've done that joke already.
We've done that joke already. Go and listen to episode like 7 or something where I say I beat my wives, but I don't have wives. But yeah,
Wives.
Wives.
Mormon.
Okay.
Everyone loves a Mormon. But yeah, okay. Oh, this week
North America.
Game Awards. The Game Awards came
The
out.
the only 2 things that were good was the fact that the Muppets were there for a bit, and Akumi Nakamura
yeah.
was adorable.
I missed the Games Awards.
Did you see her? Are you aware of who she is?
Not really.
She worked on, I believe, Death Stranding, but I don't know. She worked on something, but she released. She did the I think the best art direction or something, but she can't speak English very well.
Yeah.
So she says something along the lines of, "You have to bear with my English," but then she goes, "You have to bear," and then growls and makes mimes a bear. It's just very cute. It's very funny. The internet has decided it's another thing to protect.
Yes.
So my Twitter is just filled with "must protect Ikumi." That's that and the fact that Beaker got chased by a goose. They were the two.
Well,
two things.
Sekiro one, I think,
Sekiro
very
one.
disturbing. It's basically just like it's basically imagine Dark Souls.
Weeb Dark Souls.
Weeb Dark Souls, yeah,
Weeb
but like
Dark
a
Souls.
Asian-esque, like more art style to
That's
it.
cool because I like Weebs and Dark Souls.
So do I, buddy. I don't. I've never played Dark Souls. Well, I have. I played Dark Souls 1, but I couldn't beat the 3 skeletons like at the very beginning. I'm really bad at Dark Souls.
It's alright.
I played Dark Souls. I've played 1 and 2, but I haven't got around to 3, and I really want to, really, really badly.
3 is the easiest one, isn't it? Out of them. 'Cause
but again, I don't know.
They toned. I think they toned it down.
Dark Souls 1 is a motherfucker to beat, but Dark Souls 2 is fine. I quite like Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
I might revisit them at some point. It's just like I'm not very good at video games.
Well, I mean, what would your guys' game of the year be? It doesn't have to be necessarily a game that was released this year, but a game you've played this year and you've gone, fuck, dude. I enjoy
If Max says anything other than Destiny, he's fucking lying.
that's all he's played all year. What do you
Destiny
mean?
2 does not deserve Game of the Year.
If that did, I'd revolt.
Nah.
I'd revolt. To me, probably a game I played this year and have fallen in love with is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah.
I am currently on my 3rd playthrough of that game.
Yeah.
And I still fucking love it.
I'm selling it to some man on the internet.
It came out last year, like October time. Or November time, wasn't it, actually?
Mm-hmm. I got it for my birthday.
Yeah. Oh, so it would have been October time then.
Well, November, because my birthday's the beginning, isn't it?
Of course, yeah, never mind. But yeah, I love that game to death. Yeah. Currently, because of course we're in the height of our A levels, when I'm revising and doing stuff, I've got a playlist with all of the songs from Red Dead Redemption 2, and
Nice.
that's all I listen to because it's like instrumental Western music. It's so
really
good.
The soundtrack's really good. The game's really good. It's just, I don't know what it is, but every time I've tried to sit down and play it, I've played it for about an hour, maybe 2 hours at a time, and I just can't get into it. I just find myself just sitting there, and then I play about an hour, 2 hours, and I'm just like, I don't...
See, I've never played Red Dead Redemption.
I love the first one.
So good.
I beat the first one
so
in like
good.
one sitting.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the first maybe like 3-4 hours of Red Dead 2. Like I really because I played about probably about 5 hours straight. Just sat and played it. Mm-hmm. And it's a fucking long game, so that's not
it's a
that's
long
not really
game.
that's not really that far into it. But you know, I was enjoying it. The world is cool. It looks very, very pretty. The characters are interesting. I love the mechanics and everything. But I don't know. Maybe it was because I sat and bombed through it, and then that just kind of wore me out of it. But I mean, every time I've gone to revisit it,
what's funny is that's like the polar opposite for me because there was a day in the summer where everyone was busy and it was just me and I wasn't working. So I woke up, made myself a coffee.
Had a wank.
I mean, you know what? You can add that one in. That's like a number 4. I did it while I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I was enjoying myself so much. Mm-hmm. Like, sort of, did my shit. Did a shit. Started playing Red Dead Redemption 2 from like 9 and didn't stop playing it until I decided to go to bed.
Jeez.
But of course, there's like breaks in between.
Breaks
so like,
I've done
stuff.
Yeah. I've done that with games.
It is like and I'm replaying through it now, and I'm still like I love because every time you go back, you notice like it's something a little bit more, and especially when you know where the story goes, you pick up on more like the subtle little things they add in, like the little foreshadowing stuff, and it's just that game is. It's like it's on my top tier list.
Yeah,
I'll probably pick it up. I might pick it up on PC because that might be the issue. I think I'm quite used to PC games because I've gone and tried to play back more like other games on my Xbox. I went and tried to play through Halo again, and I felt myself getting tired with Halo. So I'm like, and that never happens. I never get tired with Halo. But so I think it may just be the fact that it's on a console. I'm so used to PC, so I think I might try and if it ever goes on sale. I might try and
that's fair.
They have the January sales on Steam, don't they?
Yeah.
So I might save some money. Might pick it up.
Yeah.
I sort of
thinking about it.
One of the things see now, like that's the thing. I like my balance of console and PC because I think we've talked about this before in terms of what games like we're hoping to maybe like get for Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And for me, like. I need a blend of console and PC because I just get pissed off with PC really easily.
Yeah.
like PC is great and I think it's the best way to play games in my opinion. But there's nothing to me like the nostalgia just picking up a controller and just playing through like a really fun game. Like nothing will ever be that
one game I'm excited to go through when Christmas comes around is Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm gonna try pick that one up. I don't know which version I'll pick up, but one of the two.
I'm getting Sword because the Sword Legendary is fucking broken.
I mean,
he looks cooler.
Yeah, I mean, I've not checked out like any of the
and it has like 50 exclusive Pokemon.
Because normally when it comes to Pokemon games, me and my friends will sometimes like we'll have a night where we like go through as much of the story as possible, and then like we'll start creating like teams to like do a tournament against each other, just as like a cool casual thing. But I've like not done any of that this year because one of my friends doesn't have a Switch yet, and then also like I've just not been keeping up with this like new game. So I'm kind of going into the game not knowing anything about it. Like I can't tell you who the enemies are. I can't tell you what the map's based on.
I don't really.
So, yeah.
The map's based is England. So
well, okay, no, I'll stand corrected. I know that, but you know.
Yeah. It looks good.
It looks
like a
good,
game.
and I am definitely excited to play it.
It got a lot of shit before it came out.
Yeah.
You know, because of national decks and shit. But everyone has kind of been. I know because I'm on the Pokemon subreddit, and everyone's kind of like, "Oh, we were wrong. This is a really good game." And and the whole time while that game was coming out, I was like, "Why don't we just wait till it comes out?"
Yeah, but then again, I feel like the removal of the national decks wasn't necessarily a complaint about the game in itself. It was a complaint at Pokemon for removing it.
There were a lot of other stuff as well. Like people were shitting on the graphics.
I mean,
like,
yeah, but everyone always like people were doing that fucking Red Dead Redemption 2.
People,
it came out and it's like outstandingly beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's just the problem with Reddit. I think Reddit just like always jumped the gun quite early. Yeah, I've noticed.
Always very negative about.
Yeah, with a lot of games and a lot of stuff, they always kind of.
So I always go into the smaller communities for stuff like that. It's like Sea of Thieves. Fortunately, though, the main Sea of Thieves one, I managed to jump onto the normal one, and everyone's really positive and loving it. Like you see, like little people.
I think a game like that's gone through so.
Also, I think it's a much smaller community. Like it's not a big game. It's not like fucking thousands and thousands of people are playing it. It's much more. It's very much a smaller game, meaning the community is more tight knit.
That game died. For a lot of people,
before it started.
Yeah, because it basically had nothing in it to begin with.
But then, like, a lot of people did stick around, fortunately, and like we still like play games full of like people, and you know, we meet like I've met quite like a nice, wonderful amount of people, and because it's now on the Xbox Game Pass, we're seeing like a new wave of people coming.
From PC.
So that's really
cool.
fun.
Okay, so
anyway, should we go back to the Game of the Year?
So what would you guys consider like? Again, reminder, it's just a game. It doesn't have to be a game necessarily released this year. Just a game you've picked up this year and gone, I really enjoyed this.
Now, see, I didn't pick up this year. I picked up like end of last year. But I think it's got to be Overwatch. It's the game, like, other than Minecraft, I've probably spent like the most amount of time playing. Mm-hmm. I enjoy playing it by myself, and I enjoy playing it with friends. And I appreciate when I can do that with a game, because sometimes...
I think that's key to a good multiplayer game. If you can play it by yourself and still have a good time, then...
Yeah. Like, I'm quite a positive person overall, so when I go on to, like, you know, competitive solo Overwatch and I'm by myself, you know, when you're positive, it impacts your teammates, so your teammates are nice, so you get good games in. So it does create, like, a really enjoyable experience. There are, like, toxic people on Overwatch, but there's toxicity on, like...
you get that. You get
on
that
like
anyway.
every multiplayer game, you know.
To remind me, Will yesterday was playing a Hearthstone game, beat someone, and someone like added him just to send him a bunch of fucking death threats and slurs, and then removed him.
Oh, I love that. That happens to me all the time. Like for the absolute shitstorm that Destiny 2 is. The community tends to be really nice. Everyone tends to be really positive, apart from console. Everyone's a fucking penis on console, apart from like 2 people. But no, unlike the PC community for Destiny 2 is genuinely full of really nice people that love the game and just want to help. Every so often you'll get fucking knobs. And Brian, you've played Gambit.
Oh.
Fuck that game mode.
I really like Gambit, but it's just...
I think Bungie have forgotten they own it. But like, there's been no new maps. Anyway, I'm not getting into the fucking discussion about Destiny 2, but I want to talk about the community specifically. Fuck me. God. Like, yesterday I was playing with Alex, and we were playing some Gambit, and it was just... it's hard to explain how angry I was getting, because... I've had to play so much Gambit because of the thing I'm going for. There's like a title you have to go for, and you have to play a shit ton of Gambit to get that title. So I've played so much Gambit that like people can see I've played that much Gambit. So when they kill me, they decide to teabag me, or they decide to send me messages and be like, "Hey, yo, I fucking killed you." I'm like, "Yeah, I have eyes." But oh man, I've had some really funny ones. Like I've been playing by myself. I've had people then call me on Discord. Yeah. Because I'm in the LFG.
Yeah.
Like, had people call me on Discord and just like shout at me for a bit. because I fucking cross-mapped them with a sniper. I'm like, okay.
What? Yeah.
Okay, and it's a shame because like otherwise that community is really nice, but then you get absolute fucking asshats.
Destiny's a bit of a strange community, but like on Overwatch, like I tend to find that if you jump in, because people often auto join like team voice and stuff. And if no one says anything, no one says anything for the rest of the game. But like if someone just, comes out and says, hey guys, how we all doing? You get a bit of a conversation going. And like that's when Overwatch becomes a really nice game. Now saying that, my SR is like my SR is like one of the lowest in our friendship groups. Like I think my DPS is like
mine's probably higher and I don't play the game.
Yeah, my DPS is like 1300 and my tank, which is like my main, is like 1800 or something because I dropped a little bit recently. But no, I do really enjoy that game, and would it earn Game of the Year overall? Maybe not, but I think for me it has because...
It makes you feel better. It did the year it came out.
It did the year it came out.
It
did get the... But, yeah. And also I'm excited for, like, Overwatch 2, because I think that's, like... it's nice to see new stuff happen to a good game series.
Yeah.
It's like when a series comes out of like a show you've watched and you're waiting for season 2, and it comes out and you're like, perfect. It's like the old stuff but better. Except in the case of Shrek. Like Shrek 2 was shit.
Excuse me, Shrek 2 is the best one.
No, Cars 2 is shit.
Cars 2 is fucking ass. Cars 2 is absolute dog ass.
I like the first
But
Shrek.
Shrek 2 is fucking phenomenal. That is
Shrek 2 is pretty good.
That is a
I
phenomenal
like
movie.
the original. But anyway, I'll talk about my one.
Yeah,
now.
Max, what is your game of the year?
I've played this game. I mean, this game came out like 2 years ago. But I played it again for the... I've lost count. It must be like the 10th time I've played. It's Breath of the Wild. I played it again recently for like the third time this year. Oh, what a game. What a game. Also won Game of the Year when it came out. I don't know if it won the big Game of the Year when it came out.
I know it won a couple.
It won a lot of them though.
I don't like going on my phone, but I'm actually going to check.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually won the big Game of the Year, but I know it got some Game of the Years.
Yeah.
That game, that is... I know I've said before, like, there's no such thing as a perfect game, because I think it has problems.
But that game doesn't.
Pretty fucking close to being spot on.
Yeah.
Because
it was one of the first things that we got for Switch, and it really showed like the Switch's capability and like graphics and detailing and whatever the hell else. So it's pretty cool.
It's such a good game.
Yeah.
The story is compelling. It makes me want to save Zelda. Calamity Ganon is just... He's terrifying.
Yeah.
In a Nintendo way.
Yeah.
Like he's more eerie than like outright he's like this force, and to me that's like it's done in a way which like, oh, I don't want to go near that castle. That's fucking scary.
Oh, that's a scary one.
And the way the map is segregated, and like normally I don't like towers. We have to like go to a tower to unlock more of a map.
Yeah.
In a lot of open world games, I'm like, I just want to explore the map.
It won the big one. It won the big game, the game award for the Game of the Year.
Okay, yeah. I thought so.
Yep.
But like the way it is done in Breath of the Wild is really smart, because they blend this like the game mechanics very, very well with exploration. Because Zelda has always been about like exploration, exploring. It's an adventure. You're supposed to feel like you are on an adventure.
Yes.
And I feel like it perfectly does that, because it brings in stamina from Skyward Sword. But unlike Skyward Sword, it does it in a way that makes sense. Because the map is so big, it means you have to do other things to traverse the world. You can't just see a mountain and climb to the top of it straight away. You have to go away, you have to find a way up the mountain, or you can just hold the whistle button forward and tap A, and you can infinitely sprint. So that's a thing you can do. But like the towers are really... Because they're not just... You don't just go to the tower, climb it, do the thing. That's, there's like ones that are iced over, so you have to get a fire arrow and melt the ice, and there's ones that are like... There's one that's like in a massive crevasse, so you have to like work your way up the side of a mountain and then paraglide down. Oh, it's just... And the game looks fucking beautiful.
It is, yeah.
It looks so pretty.
Yeah.
Only issue I have with it is
Runs like shit sometimes.
I've never had any problems with it.
It runs like shit in specific open areas when a lot is going on.
I've never had a problem with that.
I've had some chugging on mine.
I think that's just more of a problem with the Switch though.
Maybe.
Than the game itself.
Yeah.
Because the Switch is fucking tiny.
That's also I was going to say. No, I definitely had chugging issues on yours because I remember playing on yours.
No, I've never noticed anything.
Yeah. It might be just 'cause I play PC all the time.
Maybe,
and I'm noticing like the cleaner frames more.
Yeah.
Because it is a smaller console and it doesn't play at like a solid 60
it's a
all the
30
time.
frame
You play a
cap
PS4 and then you play a console and you play a PC, you're going to notice.
I'm going to notice like chugging.
Especially when you're playing on a Switch. It's a small thing as well.
Yeah.
But like,
it's a good
I think
thing
that's an excusable thing.
Yeah.
I think because the majority of the time it's fine and it can handle what is happening.
Yeah.
But like, I'm sure if
I don't think it's never been game breaking.
Yeah, I'm sure if you chuck
just like
too much shit, it's gonna have a rough time of it.
Yeah, and like that, like even when you do like super big projects on a PC or whatever, like your PC's gonna chug as well.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah. But the problem I have with it is the dungeons, which I hope Breath of the Wild 2 when it came out, which I pretty much pissed myself when I saw the trailer. Fuck, my god, please, I want that game so much. I hope there's like 4. This game's been out a while. Should I spoiler? Not really. It's been out fucking a while.
yeah, it's been out a bit now.
But
yeah,
there are 4 like different like things to the map that you have to go to, and they're basically the 4 big dungeons. And unlike other Zelda games, when there's like 8 of those similar dungeons, but there's loads of little ones. There's like 120 like little dungeons, but they're a lot easier and they don't feel like you're like, oh, I did it. That was easy.
I'm actually going to change my game of the year.
Okay.
Because I can, and it's my podcast, and I decide what happens here.
Our podcast.
Communism.
I don't know.
I'm paying for the subscription to upload this because you guys won't send me money.
Oh, I don't have any money.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We better pay him for our debt rocks up and he breaks our fucking...
There's 1,000% interest.
But yeah, so it's a very old DS game. It's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of the Sky.
Have you played that this year?
Does this fit into our parameters of
have you played it this year?
Yes.
Okay, oh, okay.
No,
yeah. Is that the one where you fucking die at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. That game's fucking sad. Have you played it?
No.
It's fucking sad.
Yeah.
So you go through
no spoilers, but...
It's been out for ages.
He literally just spoiled the ending of the game.
Yeah, it's been out for fucking ages.
Yeah.
And, and it's a fucking Pokemon game. Like, what? So you play as...
You play as like a character who
do you play as Pikachu, or who do you play as?
You choose by doing a quiz.
Oh yeah. So you play as a thing, but then you have like Ryu. Is it Ryu?
You can choose your partner as well, but like I chose Ryu.
Yeah, whoever your partner is. There's like a scene at the very end of the game where he's just sad on a beach.
Yeah.
And it's so depressing. Like, really sad music plays, and there's just sad Pokemon who's just sitting on a beach watching the ocean, contemplating the death of his friend.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Nintendo?
In like a short summary of the game, like, what happens is that you as the main character were once a human or something like that, and now you've entered this, like, Pokemon world, and you've, like, had amnesia and forgotten your memory. You meet your friend, and then you go around and you hear that like time's being broken because of these things called time gears are being stolen. But what's actually happening is like, I can't remember what the phrase is, but it's like the freezing of the world. So it's like the idea of like time is stopping in places and is dying and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
So these guys go and like, there's so many cool plot twists and stuff, but basically at the end of it, you fight Dialga to like,
he's the time one.
Yeah, you try and...
Whoa, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, to like recontrol time essentially.
It's just on the front of the box.
Yeah.
That reveal was a bit weird because it's like, oh, it's Dialga was the source. It's like, well, yeah, he's on the fucking box and he's
but like it's such
time shit.
It's such a good game, and in Pokemon Sky, which is kind of like an additional game of Time and Darkness, this all came out afterwards, but with like more content. There's like separate episodes you can go and do, and it does more of the backstory into like some of the characters, and it fits in as a story so well. And like I remember playing it when I was like 7 or something, and found it like a really emotional game.
Yeah, I played it with my brother.
Yeah, and like
we would swap.
And like playing it, because I played it because I just wanted some musical inspiration earlier this year. it still like carries an. I didn't cry because I know what happens, but you know, it's like
Did you cry as a kid?
I might have done. I might.
Did you cry as a kid?
I might have cried at that game as a kid.
I'm crying right now because it's so emotional.
Is that a yes?
That might be a maybe. I can't.
Is that a yes?
It was a lot. Max, it was
Yes
12,
or no?
Max, it was 12
Yes.
years ago. It was 12
Or
years ago.
no?
It was 12 years ago.
That's not yes or no.
But yeah,
That's a yes.
That's definitely a yeah. You cried at that fucking game.
it's a super like emotional game, and it's got a really well written storyline, and like I think some DS games were quite crap, but that one it was a good DS game. So yeah, I appreciate that one for Gamers of the Year. I don't know if I put it over Overwatch, but I may well do.
Another weird one for me, and this is literally just gonna be me talking for like 2 minutes because it's such a small thing. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I got it on the Switch. I bought it with my Switch, this year's been quite significant, and I've met someone who's now like very close to me.
That would be me.
Yay!
Yeah, that would be me.
And me.
We're married
Absolutely, absolutely. But like, I would play this game while talking to this person, and then it just so happened like I'd end up playing it so much I got like gold 3 stars on every single one of the tracks for every single one of the speeds, even like the one like 15,000 cc mirrored like version. And there came to this point this year because like the Switch memory is pretty small. And like I was like, I either need to delete like Breath of the Wild, which can be quite like a big game.
Breath of the Wild's huge,
especially if I want to re-download it.
Yeah.
Or lose Mario, and I instantly just went and fucking deleted Breath of the Wild without like even fucking thinking about it because it's such like a withheld thing.
Yeah.
And it was such like a. I played this.
Wait, is your Mario Kart downloaded or cartridge?
Cartridge.
Deleting it wouldn't have done anything, man.
Oh, wouldn't it?
Save data is basically nothing.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
It's like megabytes at most.
You would made the good decision.
Oh, fair enough.
Because the save data is.
I didn't realize the save data. I didn't realize the save data goes onto the cartridge.
No, the save data goes onto the console.
But
save data goes onto the console.
It's so
minimal, but
minimal.
it's not very big.
No, but mine's losing the cups. That's my issue. Is losing all the cup
but
progress.
like if you had deleted that, you wouldn't have lost a lot of space at all. So if you were trying to clean up your Switch
I
to
see
get
what you're
more
saying
space,
now.
deleting that wouldn't have done anything. Because
I see. I thought you were trying to argue I made the wrong decision.
No,
because
you
it
made
was
the right
saved.
decision.
Okay, cool.
Because Breath of the Wild's like 36 gig.
Yeah.
And then like your save date will be probably like 1 at most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's like it's like a little thing that happened this year that I'm like.
Yeah.
It's been a very positive like gaming experience.
I know my near 100% like Super Mario Bros. U one. The save data for that is like 500 meg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Like we bought that.
Yeah. Like the save data is not a big thing.
There was a game there was a day this year.
What did we got?
No, it was when we were. So
I was at my. Was that when we bought Mario Maker and Mario Bros. U?
We didn't buy those. We bought Link's Awakening.
And
Mario Maker.
Yeah. Because I was away.
Yeah. So
that was a good deal.
There was
2 for
another.
60 quid.
It was 2 for 80, but we saved 20 basically because they'd both been £100 games. So this year there was a period, I think it was February time, where me and Max were asked by his grandparents to help them remove a chimney stack.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
And so like the first day we sat down and we just sort of like talked while sort of putting everything in because it was a lot more of the heavy, because of course like it's a lot more of the rubble coming down. We were like hauling stuff. We were pretty much busy all the day. But the second day was much more of like them waiting around.
And then us coming in with shovels.
Yeah, so
bricks for the brick god.
Bricks for the brick god. And me and Max just sort of like during the periods we just sit down and play Mario Maker. Not Mario Maker, Super Mario Bros. U.
Yeah.
Because it was me who ended up buying that. That was me.
Yeah, it was. You were like, I'm going to buy this. I was like, why don't you use my account? And then
well, that's the reason why we shared accounts anyway.
Yeah.
So we can,
my brother now has that account as well. So there's like 3 people on one account.
Fuck, we're like never gonna be able to play games again.
No. If you use, we can all play Breath of the Wild at the same time as long as you're using different accounts.
And
like as you
Nintendo
have different
doesn't find
profiles.
out.
No,
Nintendo don't care.
Oh, okay.
Nintendo is it's like a link thing. It's not like official, but they don't give a crap. You've paid for it. It's your fucking game.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whatever you want.
That's fair.
But yeah. Yes, the Switch has like really good.
Have you got one?
No, getting one for Christmas, but it's got really good like solo games and then group multiplayer games like.
Well,
Mario
when you
Kart,
get your Switch, I'll
Super
send
Smash
you my
Bros.
I'll send you my account.
Thank
you.
you.
Can get all of my games.
That's incredibly nice of you, friend. But yeah,
So you get what? Mario Maker, Super Mario U,
Link's
Awakening, Breath of the Wild.
yeah,
I've got Hollow Knight, Shovel Knight.
yeah.
There's probably some other games as well.
Yeah, but no, that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a great. I think the Switch as a console has done like incredibly well. But yeah.
I think it's I think it's the best portable console that's been made.
You know what? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Max,
What's up, Chris?
So in the previous episode, we announced that you are selling an Xbox. Unfortunately,
I was going to tell my story about the
unfortunately-
fucking stupid people that messaged me.
Unfortunately, no one on our ICBN has messaged you for the Xbox.
No. Well,
So
I only
Max
just put
has-
it up for sale.
Max has put it up for sale on the Facebook Marketplace.
I got some funny ones. I mean, that's the start.
Yeah, so Max, can we get you?
So it's my Xbox, the controller, the cables, and 7 games.
Yep.
It's like Borderlands, the Handsome collections. It was like all of the Borderlands. Starts Battlefront, the first one. Desi 2's in there, which is free to play now. There's some other games in there, but like Ezio collection, like there's some good games in there. But I got a couple of responses which just made me giggle.
How much are you selling it for?
140.
That's actually pretty good for seven.
Yeah.
But then again,
games.
you do have first gen Xbox One, right?
Yeah, but
Okay,
it is
that
the
makes
1 terabyte one, I think.
Okay, so yeah.
Well, no, it's the 800 gigabyte one.
Yeah.
It's like the weird one.
All right. So point is, it's reasonably
it's
priced.
a good price. It's a good price.
I would buy it for that price.
Don't suppose you would swap, would you, from this random stranger, an Xbox 360 and a busted remote control RC car for an Xbox One and 7 games.
That is fucking bull.
That's what that guy thought he was going to try and do.
I mean,
Why would I need an Xbox 360 if I had an Xbox One? I just wouldn't sell the Xbox One. What?
Do you not want a free Xbox 360?
No, shut the... I don't want that. And the other person... So it's like 140 quid. I understand people are trying to, barter.
Yeah.
And they were like, don't suppose you could go down anymore. So I dropped it by like 20 quid. I was like, 120 quid, that's the lowest I can go.
Yeah.
Like, I know... Don't suppose you can do it for £70, could you? No, I could not do it for that. Sorry. No. And then they messaged me this morning... £80?
So, dude, I just told you it's £120 like minimum.
That is no closer.
Well, it is closer.
It's fractionally closer to what I was trying to get. In 4 days'
time, if he keeps it up, he'll ask you for 120.
I have got someone who is possibly going to buy it, but I've got to wait till they asked me to keep it till Friday. But if anyone else messages me, I'll probably just fucking sell it to them. I don't own that stranger or anything.
No, that's fair enough.
Sorry, stranger, but I need money so I can afford Christmas.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Oh, Master Chief Collection as well. That's one of the games.
That's pretty. Yeah.
So that's all.
That's like a really good deal. Yeah.
And I'm selling Red Dead.
I'd have sold that for a little bit more.
Yeah,
I would.
A lot of the, looking on the marketplace and shit. Then that's about as much as you're gonna get for them. Like there's other ones with more games. Maybe not as good games.
Yeah.
But and also the people buying the Xboxes, don't know those games really because they're normally buying them for their kids.
Yeah.
So they're normally like Christmas presents as well. So they don't understand the worth of those games. Mm-hmm. So they'll be like, oh, that's steep for only 7 games. Yeah. And you probably just won't get anyone messaging you.
No.
So you kind of have to.
You're dealing with the mums of Facebook.
You kind of have to drop it a bit. But...
Fuck, man, I hate Facebook.
Oh, I hate Facebook too. The marketplace is basically the only thing I ever use Facebook for, and I barely ever use it.
I use Facebook for a jazz shitposting community I'm part of.
There is a Primeval shitposting community, which is really funny.
Yeah, I mean a
Primeval. You never watched Primeval?
No.
The one with the fucking dinosaurs.
No.
You never watched Primeval?
No.
Yo. Do you watch Primeval?
No.
What the fuck? Who are you people? You never watch seriously?
No.
With the anomalies and the dinosaurs?
Nope.
Shit, we are sitting down and watching the whole of Primeval. That show's fucking awesome.
ICBN reviews Primeval.
And that show is awesome. So basically, there's like these rifts.
Spoilers.
Dude, it came out like 10 years ago.
Spoilers.
Okay, spoiler alert for Primeval.
But we're gonna watch it.
I'm just telling you the basics that you learned in the first episode. Basically, there's rifts in time called anomalies, and they're back to like the dinosaur times. Fucking dinosaurs come through. There's a shit ton of dinosaurs, and then there's a group of people that get the dinosaurs and can put them back through the pool. And it sounds shit, but it's like proper BBC corny, like early 2000s shit. And it's amazing.
Sarah Jane Adventures.
It's like Sarah Jane. It's like Sarah Jane Adventures. It's like Sarah Jane Adventures, but slightly more serious and with dinosaurs. People get fucking murdered in Primeval, and it's awesome.
Fuck, sorry, just thinking about Sarah Jane Adventures.
Some guy gets
now.
fucking eaten by a dinosaur. Oh, it's such a good show. I can't believe you haven't seen Primeval. I can't believe you haven't seen Primeval. No. Like growing up, you would never catch that. It was on like around Doctor Who.
Yeah, but I was never really big on TV unless.
Oh man, it's such a good show. We have to watch it. We have to watch it all.
That's like a weird thing.
We'll do a
skipped
review.
a lot of like the CBBC stuff.
No, it was BBC.
Or either way,
It was big. It was like a big thing.
I just
Did get cancelled though, unfortunately, with a cliffhanger.
Oof.
Them K-pop stars.
Then they made a Canadian one, which was really funny because I haven't watched it, but I've seen the trailer, and I remember because me and my mum used to watch it, and I remember seeing the trailer for it, and I was like, oh look, they're doing a Canadian series of it, and one of the characters from the main show shows up in it to give some exposition, and that's it. And it's set after the events of the cliffhanger episode, but they never explain it. Mm-hmm. It's just like,
it happened.
this is what anomalies are. There's dinosaurs coming. You hunt those dinosaurs, and then he leaves. And that's fucking it.
Speaking of like old shows, do you ever watch the Spartacle Mystery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have sworn we talked about this before.
Like,
maybe not on the
all
podcast.
parents? Is it all above
He's above
18?
18.
It was like above 18 or whatever. Yeah. Like it all got sent to a
Yeah, and that kid in the
dimension.
wheelchair gets some fucking pussy. There's that blonde girl. He fucking lays pipe on a train. I remember that episode. They're on a fucking train and she's about to turn 18 and she's like scared she's gonna go. And then they have like a really nice moment and he's like all sad because they can't find her. And then she appears and she's like, I'm not gone. And he's like, yo, and then they kiss.
I mean, surely at that point I'd just be like, oh, fuck it then, I'm not going to fix all this. I mean, like, if we can turn 18 and we're fine, then fuck it. I mean, like, the rest of them are gone, fuck them.
Yeah.
I mean, if your parents and like...
I remember like
just
having...
become parents.
Yeah.
It's like,
lay pipe.
It equates.
Nah, see, we'd be gone though, so that... No.
Yeah, we would all
Yeah,
be...
now, but at the time of the show, I was like,
Yeah.
what, we're like 10?
Yeah.
Could have been fine, dude. Could have been you laying pipe.
Me laying pipe. I'm getting a wheelchair. I'm gonna lay some pipe. Lay some pipe, dude. Nah, that show was great though. I like the like the main sort of character guy. The guy who could drive. There was that one guy that could drive.
Yeah.
And they fucking yanked an ambulance. Fucking just ganked it.
Yeah.
But what I love to think is because like, do they bring the parents back?
Yeah, it
They
takes
do.
them 2 seasons.
I never
in
watched
order
the
to
end
do
of
it,
season 2, but like, because the end of season 1, they like
Almost,
half bring them
yeah.
back, and then they have to because they try science, but then they try like
Magic or whatever.
magic ways. But like, I remember thinking like, oh, they're all appearing in the exact same place they were before. So that means that fucking ambulance that they ganked, he's just going to appear and just fall down. And then there's going to be people appearing in walls.
Aeroplanes.
Aeroplanes. Just like the people in the airplanes are fucking dead. Like, and
That's
like,
true, yeah.
But like, if there was someone who had just had a cardiac arrest in the back of that ambulance, he's just
on
going to
the floor.
flop on the fucking floor.
You never know. The shock of landing on his back might just jump his heart.
But what if there was a fucking baby on an aeroplane?
That's true. I mean, like,
Just like a baby on an aeroplane, and then like a 17-year-old who don't give a shit, and suddenly all the parents have gone, and he's gonna die in a fucking plane crash with a screaming kid that he can't save. That happened. I'm sorry, that happened in that world. There were a lot of pains.
I mean, there are a lot of issues with like a bunch of 18, like
everyone over 18 suddenly disappear.
Yeah, I mean, like
nuclear
like,
power stations.
Yeah, like specialized jobs. They'd go into
that happens in season 1, doesn't it? They go to a nuclear power station.
Yeah, and like to try and bring them all back.
It like no. Oh. Like they drive past a nuclear power station, and then they get loads of like reading. She has a Geiger counter. One of the characters has a Geiger counter for some reason.
As you do.
And she's like, "Oh, there's loads of radiation coming from there. We need to sort that out." And she somehow knows how to fucking turn off a nuclear power station because plot. And then the guy like puts on a suit of armor so he doesn't die of radiation because it's made of lead. But that's not how that works.
That's healthy. You know what they say: if you eat lead, you're fine.
Yeah.
But so like, remember, all of our listeners.
But why would they
eat lead?
Why was there lead armor? No one made armor out of lead.
By the way, I was joking. Don't eat lead.
Yeah, don't do that.
Please don't. We need to keep our audience retention rate.
Funny. It's such a good show. They go to like a fairground at one point.
Yeah,
and then there's like a wish machine.
There's like one episode where they go to like a farm and like there's like kids generating electricity by like just playing in the park like on bikes and there's so many random.
They go to like a castle at one point.
Oh yeah,
there's a fucking tribalistic society of kids.
Yeah,
and they're all like I think it's specifically like if you're over 15 you're not allowed in. So like one of the kids can't come in and they fucking have spears and shit.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, it's just funny.
I do want to rewatch it at some point, but it's fucking.
Okay, looks like we're gonna have to do a review of Primeval and
the Spartacle Mystery.
The
Spartacle Mystery. Yeah, the Spartacle Mystery.
So I always keep thinking it's like the Syndicate project, but I'm like, that's fucking YouTube.
Yeah, that's a Minecraft server.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, what happened to him?
Yeah.
What? Tom Syndicate.
He still makes videos.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he still makes videos, and he still makes like a fair amount of views.
And he's still like on Twitter. He's still a nice guy and stuff. And I don't watch his videos, but like every now and then he posts a nice thing on Twitter, and I'm like, yeah, I like that tweet.
I mean,
because that's what you do on Twitter. Is like
what's he doing?
You should go and follow our Twitter at IB.
Life of Tom. He has a vlog channel.
Oh shit! Some of his videos don't even break like 100k. That's a big rip. Rather like channel. It can't be just.
Hey, speaking of Twitter,
Syndicate project.
That's the Minecraft.
That's the actual like.
His name is just like Tom.
And that still clocks in like.
I mean, that's a lot of views.
Yeah,
like 200,000 is a lot of.
It's
views.
more than we get. But yeah,
well done.
Yeah,
that
but
is more than we
speaking
get.
of that, speaking of Twitter, you should follow our Twitter account at ICBN Podcast because
I remembered we had it the other day.
Yeah,
and tweeted out. I forgot we had a Twitter.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter because we have like 3 people to follow us, and one of them is me.
One of them is
a person. Yes,
and the other one is that person's cohort.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, there you are.
But ladies and gentlemen,
or you can follow me on Twitter.
Or don't.
If you want hentai.
Don't do it.
One person follows me on Twitter, a mutual friend of ours, and she, for some reason, decides to continue following me, even though I purposely keep retweeting and liking hentai so it appears on her feed. She was talking to a teacher the other day while looking at her Twitter, and Garnivoire hentai came up on her feed. And I'm so fucking happy about that, because that is literally why I've been doing it. But the thing is, I've broken my Twitter because it's just fucking hentai now, which is annoying for me because I don't want to see that shit. But also,
I mean, X to Dalbert.
But also, it's fucking worth it because that's funny as fuck.
That's the best statement.
It's so funny for me to think that every time she goes on Twitter and she's scrolling through, she has to look at least one bit of hentai.
Yeah.
And
one piece of hentai.
That makes me happy.
One piece.
I also go through and like art, like animate a lot of anime art. Cause I follow a lot of artists and they do a lot of like anime art, and I just like a lot of that shit. So her Twitter must just be fucking weeb ass shit.
Oh, totally.
Speaking of weebs, I'm going to end them all, much like this podcast now needs to end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Intercontinental Ballistic Nerds podcast.
No, I mean this podcast has to end.
Oh.
This is it. Last episode.
No, not yet.
Last episode, boys.
Oh, he didn't say it.
Last episode. I'm not quitting. No, this is just the last episode. We're all quitting.
Why you are.
Well, it's been a pleasure doing this with you. It's been wonderful.
I want to get to episode 69.
This has been your host, Chris, Braden, Max. This is our last episode ever.
I want to get to episode 69.
Last episode ever. Last
I want to get
episode ever.
Woo! 442,000 69.
Last episode ever.
I want to get to 420. Fucking stop the recording!